Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this July the 13th, 2025. I'm hoping everybody had a great Sunday out there so far. Everybody has a great Sunday evening. Hope everybody continue to stay safe and well and also enjoy the weather because the only weather you got. Okay, in tonight's video, we're going to be taking a look at this lots of storm system here from the eastern U.S. to a portion of the central U.S. around Texas, bringing more flooding to you guys out there as well. Also watching this little system here moving across Florida, which will move into the Gulf of Mexico. This system here could become Dexter, so we'll continue to monitor that as well. We got more scattered activity across South America. You can see one little tropical wave here moving on the right hand corner of the screen there. Gonna have to monitor that because that could move through the Caribbean Sea and could get into the Gulf later on, so we'll have to monitor that. We got some scattered activity across Central and South America. Got activity out here in the portions of the central and eastern Pacific Ocean. Scattered activity to numerous activity across Mexico, stretching into portions of Colorado, New Mexico, also into Texas to Louisiana, to the Panhandle of Florida, the Florida region, portions of the Carolinas, all the way up into southeastern Canada, up to around the Maine area as well. Also over here, portion of Illinois and Ohio region and Indiana regions as well. Alright, if you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe. Also like these videos, share these videos, and let's continue to get the show on the road here, folks. Alright, you can see we got some thunderstorms and showers for a portion of New Brunswick to Maine to New York State to Pennsylvania to Ohio to Missouri to Oklahoma, Texas to New Mexico to Arizona, Colorado, Wyoming, portion of Idaho and Utah, and up to Montana through the Dakotas, Minnesota, right on the Canadian-U.S. border there as well. A little bit in the portion of Lake Superior. Also been around the Wisconsin and western Michigan region as well. More activity from Texas to the Carolinas down to Florida all the way up to D.C. Got some heavy rain flash flooding over central and south Florida from North Carolina all the way up toward New Hampshire and southwestern Maine as well. Otherwise, got some critical fire weather over here in portions of Washington State. Can't forget about you guys as well. Alright, otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Monday. Alright, here's your Tuesday forecast. You can see we got thunderstorms and showers from Pennsylvania to Ohio to Wisconsin up here around Lake Superior. Also through Minnesota, through the Dakotas, through Montana, portion of Idaho, right along the Canadian-U.S. border, through Wyoming to Colorado, portion of Utah, Arizona, New Mexico, northern Mexico, western Texas, North Texas to Missouri to Arkansas, down to Alabama. There's that area of low pressure that could become Dexter down in the Gulf of Mexico. Also across more activity across Florida, Atlantic coastal waters from Georgia to the Carolinas up to D.C. Got some heavy rain and flash flooding over central and south Florida. Then again from Nebraska to South Dakota to Minnesota and northern Michigan as well, or through Minnesota and just western Michigan as well. Alright, otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Tuesday. Alright, let's move on to the current watches warning advisory map. You're locating across the nation. Alright, you can see we got flood watches and flash flood warnings up here in New York State, down to Pennsylvania, to portion of Virginia, northern, eastern, and northeastern areas of West Virginia. Got some flood advisories across portions of eastern North Carolina, northwestern North Carolina, northeastern South Carolina. Also got more flood watches over here in portion of Oklahoma, portion of Arkansas to Texas to New Mexico. Even got flood warnings in effect there, flood advisories in Texas. Even got some severe thunderstorm warning for eastern Texas and western Louisiana. Some heat advisories over southeastern Louisiana, the Panhandle of Florida, southern Georgia, and central Georgia. Even got a flash flood warning in the Panhandle of Florida region as well. Air quality alerts up here in areas of Michigan, Wisconsin, and also into northern Minnesota, a little bit in Colorado. Got some flood advisories also in portions of Kentucky, Indiana, Illinois, special weather statements in that region as well, stretching down into Tennessee, Kentucky, North Carolina, also in the, you got North and South Carolina, Alabama, and also Mississippi. Also got some blow and dust advisories, and also some severe weather in portions of southeastern Arizona. Also got some heat advisories up here in portions of Oregon to Washington State to California to Nevada, Central California. You got some sets of heat warnings there as well. Special weather statements for Utah and also portions of Idaho, and also wind advisories are reported in northeastern areas of Washington State, northern Idaho, and also a portion of Montana. Even some high wind watches there as well. Alright, special marine warnings down here along the coastal areas of Florida, also inland area of Florida, and then we got small craft advisory, gale warning from Northern California to Washington State. Hawaii and Chain Island look good, and small craft advisory around the Alaska region as well. Alright, let's move on to the Storm Prediction Center outlook. And we got some general thunderstorm from Maine to Columbia, South Carolina, down to Fort Myers, to San Antonio, to Tucson, all the way up to Cheyenne, all the way over to Spokane, Washington, and also over to Elks area of Elko portions of Nevada, over to Duluth. Then we got marginal risk from just west of Raleigh all the way up to Albany, New York, and then Glasgow all the way to Rapid City, far east is Fargo and Grand Forks area. We're going to take a look at the tornado probability. Less than 2% all area. Damage and winds going to look like this, 5%. And large hail, pretty much just 5%. Alright, now let's move on to day number 3. And it's going to look something like this. We got general thunderstorms up here around Albany, New York, all the way down to Columbia, South Carolina, Fort Myers, Tampa, Houston, to Midlands, to Lubbock, also Tucson, all the way up to Jackson, also Billings, Montana, and also Billings, North Dakota. We got a marginal risk around Evansville to Hannibal, Springfield, also to Jefferson City, St. Louis, from McCook to Sheridan to Casper, all the way over to Duluth. Probabilities should be 5% in those areas. There we go. Alright, let's move on to the tropics. We're going to take a look at that system here in the Gulf. And here you go. This is the update 2 p.m. this afternoon. Do not have the 8 p.m. advisory yet, but just as of 2 p.m. this afternoon, we have a system that is 0% over the next 48 hours, 20%. And if something could develop in this area here, the system could become Dexter in the Gulf of Mexico. So, alright, well, I hope everybody enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe if you have not. Like the video, share the video. We'll catch you back in the next one. So have a wonderful Sunday evening, folks. Take care and also enjoy the weather, because the only weather you got.